All right, let's review for Stats Quiz 1. So if we have a set of data, here we have a 16 test scores, and we want to find the some statistics about it. We're going to use our calculator. So we're going to press Stats, edit our list, and put in the 16 scores. I already did that here. You'll see down at the bottom it says, once I put in 100, you'll see my 100th cell. It says list 116 on the calculator. Right next to the 100, there's 16. That tells me that I inputted 16 scores in my list. Please double and triple check that you are inputting all the scores correctly, because if you type in a number incorrectly on this list, all the statistics you get from this list will be wrong. Okay, so when you're done, you're going to press Stats again. This time you'll arrow over to the Calc menu, select one variable stats. Do not type in L2 here, just press enter, and you'll get your statistics list here. So the very first option up at the top is your mean, X bar, right? So on your calculator, X bar is your mean. If you scroll down, you'll see N equals 16. Again, that confirms that you put in the 16 data points. And then we get our 5-number summary. Our minimum, our first quartile, median, third quartile, and maximum. So the median here is 77. The mode we cannot get from the calculator. So the mode is the number that occurs the most. We have two modes here. There's 68 and then 76. Both of those occur twice, so we list both of those out. Those are the two numbers that occur the most. And the range is the difference between the smallest and the largest number. So our maximum minus our minimum gives us our range, which is 77. We can compare our mean and our median, our two major measures of center. Because our mean is less than our median, that means there's probably a number that's smaller that's pulling the average down to the left. And so because our mean is less than our median, our data is skewed to the left. Again, we can take that 5-number summary from our calculator, right? Those 5 numbers we just put here, and then we can dig a little bit deeper from this set of data. We can find the interquartile range, which is our third quartile minus our first quartile. This is the middle 50% of our data, where the median is right there. When we subtract a third and the first quartile, we get our IQR, our interquartile range. This IQR, its main use, other than showing us where the middle 50% of our data lies, it also helps us find any outliers. So we're going to find our lower and our upper fence mathematically. We're going to take our first quartile minus 1.5 times the IQR. So we're going to take our first quartile, 69, minus 1.5 times that IQR and get 44.25. We'll do something really similar to find our upper fence. We'll take our third quartile. We'll add 1.5 times the IQR. So third quartile plus 1.5 times 16.5 gets our upper fence. So any numbers that are smaller than 44.25 would be an outlier. So when we look back at our original data, 23 is smaller than 44.25, so 23 would be considered an outlier. Are there any numbers in our set that are larger than 110? Nope. So the only outlier that we have is 23. So that means when we go to make our box plot, we're going to have, our whiskers usually go to the minimum and the maximum with our box in the middle, first quartile, third quartile. But this time, since 23 is an outlier, we're going to put a star for the outlier, and the next smallest number will be our new quote-unquote minimum. Notice our minimum is still 23 in our 5-number summary because it is the smallest number in our list. But in our box plot, I'm going to put little like air quotes around here. That's our new end of our whisker is the 50. So 50 to our first quartile, 69. Our median falls, again, try to draw it to scale as best you can, our third quartile and our maximum. So this is a modified box plot showing where our outlier lies. All right, guys, I hope this makes sense. Good luck on your quiz.